I was dealing with a married man, and that married man is Christian rapper Jalen. He had threatened to break my jaw when he got angry with me. I did not want to make this video because exposing his sin means I need to take accountability for my own.
It's always interesting hearing females say that they want to be held accountable or holding themselves accountable. Meanwhile, the whole structure of her video is shaming, exposing the man that she chose to be a willing participant in with being degenerate. It won't be about her degenerate mentality, her degenerate ways, her degenerate tactics, and how she found herself in that predicament. No, the video is going to be centered around that man and who he is and why he does what he did, but not about her.
But at the same time, if I don't say something, there could be more women who fall into the same trap as me. We had been getting to know each other for 4 months before he ever disclosed to me that he was still legally married. When I say getting to know each other, I don't mean a text here and there. I mean literally being on the phone anywhere from 6 to 8 hours a day for multiple months. After he told me he was married, he then retracted that statement and said that he wasn't married.
The statement being retracted doesn't change the fact that the statement was made. This is just another religious performer, another Christianity performance that females love to play into to mask their actual animalistic desires that they have, to hide behind this internet reputation that they hold. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, they're entertaining all the degeneracy that they truly want to.
Bro. What you mean? I hear you. What does that mean?
Court records prove there's no way he could have known he wasn't divorced because he hadn't even responded to his divorce yet. So there's no way you can be divorced if you didn't respond. He then finally took accountability and said, I'm legally married, but we've been separated, so we're spiritually divorced. This is where I messed up. I was supposed to leave, but I was disobedient to God. I cared more about my flesh. I cared more about being in love. I thought I could just wait and it would be perfect. No, I was completely disobedient. And my disobedience caused for me to have to pay for it. And I also believe God even took me through that because I was a very prideful Christian during that season. I thought I was untouchable. Oh, I can't sin. How do you guys sin? You guys don't love God. Why can't you be obedient to God?
It has nothing to do with the fact that she is not obedient to God. It has nothing to do with the fact that she was led down a path to destroy a marriage. It has everything to do with the fact that females like this like to throw people under the bus when they no longer are getting what they want or when the situation is no longer beneficial to them. This is what it is. It was good until it wasn't good anymore. Now, what she wants to do is if she goes down, he has to go down with her as well.
And then my flesh was tempted and I failed. And I was brought through it because I remained disobedient. And everything in my life was falling apart because I lived in disobedience. I was in my big Israelite season. And what makes this even worse is during that entire time, he was always talking to other women and he would use Jesus as a way to pull them in. I'm a man of God. He would pray for them, and he would never disclose to these women who were building feelings for him that he was married. Once I did leave, the night that I left, he got very aggressive with me. He was threatening me again. I called the police to make sure that I was able to leave the apartment safely. I called the police because a month prior he had threatened to break my jaw when he got angry with me, and I was not willing to take that risk to see if he was going to be a man of his word.
What gets me is, what do females expect when you are laying down with a man that has zero integrity, has no honor to his marriage, doesn't respect his wife, is clearly going to do whatever he can to lie just to get in between your legs? Somehow you expected to be put on a pedestal, be treated better than any other woman? What really happened is he reminded her continuously that he can replace her. He reminded her how insignificant she was. He reminded her just like he got her, he could get somebody else. She didn't like it and wanted to leave.
I went and booked a hotel somewhere which was paid for by one of the women that he was dealing with because she had been lied to as well. She felt bad for me because she knew I was fully dependent on him. And I thought, okay, if I at least go to this hotel, I don't have to see him. I can just start getting out of this situation. Next morning, I went to a job interview and he showed up in the parking lot at the job interview and told me he would follow me everywhere. I was absolutely terrified. I went upstairs and the receptionist told me that my brother Jay had come to the office that morning and he was looking for me because he wasn't able to get in contact with me. That increased my fear, to say the least.
This is why females like her are willing to overlook everything, because she's able to find a man to be able to depend on, even if it's a married man. The men that she wants don't want a female like her to be honored or to be dependent on them. So married men are the best that they can do. It was easier for her to be able to endure all of that because she was getting exactly what she wanted when she wanted it, until she wasn't.
When I left the interview, I went back to my car and he was in the parking lot across the street waiting for me. When I left, he followed me. I got to a stoplight. He rammed into the back of my car twice and then followed me on a high-speed chase on the highway for 45 minutes. Even after all of that violent nonsense, some weeks later, he told me he was divorced.
But that stuff is, I have my decree right here, like literally it's in my lap. Literally it's on my lap.
Again, that was a lie, because there's no way that you can have a divorce decree if your hearing gets canceled. I already know what he's going to say to this video. He's going to say that I'm lying. He's going to say that we were never in a relationship, which we couldn't have been, obviously, because we were married. He's going to say that, he left before the police came. He's going to say he was joking when he was threatening me. He's going to say that all he's, done is supported my career and cared about me and all these things. And he's going to say everything that I'm just saying is a blatant lie. But the reality is, if a man is going to lie about his marriage, what else would he lie about in order to save his platform? So
the rule also applies to her. What else are you willing to do to be able to get what you want, to create the image that you want, to be able to repair the little reputation that you have left? What else are you willing to do? Who else are you willing to hurt? Who else are you willing to throw under the bus? Because side chicks are willing to do anything to hurt anyone to get what they want. And that's exactly what she did. And that's exactly what she will do.
I literally have nothing to gain from this. This is quite honest, pretty embarrassing. But I lived in disobedience by being in that situation, and I would be continuing to live in disobedience if I did not listen to God and speak on this situation, because he told me there's somebody who needs to hear this. So I just pray that none of God's daughters have to go through what I went through. And I also pray that God changes Jay's heart, that he radically shifts him into living in truth and honesty, and that more than anything, he just calls him to repentance.
The Christian rapper who is spiritually divorced did also make a response video to that exact video that she made. So we're gonna hear what he had to say.
None of that, fam. I'm taking accountability, so if you expect that on my page right now, you can leave the video, fam. That's not how we doing this. Like, I am hurt. I'm hurt that I hurt somebody. I'm hurt that I hurt other people. I'm hurt. But I'm not going to respond out of that either. You guys probably seen the video the young lady posted, which is my former assistant. And if I'm being honest with you all, during that time, I was going through a divorce, my first time getting divorced. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what that looked like. Mind you, I was the one getting divorced. I'm getting paperwork sent to me. I'm reading over the paperwork, and the paperwork says that if you don't respond, then it's going to default, right? And it's going to go onto the other person. So I'm assuming, okay, everything's cool. Within 30 days, cool, I'll be divorced. I didn't know that it was a whole process. So during that time of separation and divorce, yes, I dated. But it never got to a point where I let certain people cross the lines and boundaries, because I know as a man of God, if I'm still in covenant with one of God's daughters, I shouldn't step out of that. And honest, after I found out that I was still in covenant, I had to set boundaries with certain people in my life. And she was one of those people. Coming into my life, I didn't assume that she would catch feelings for me, right? And I know I probably rubbed her the wrong way. I gave her the wrong intentions, and I apologized again. And I'm apologizing now, you know what I mean? Because that was never my intent. But as time progressed, yeah, I did begin to grow feelings. I did begin to care about her more. You got to think about it. I'm in a vulnerable place. I'm in my mid-20s. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting out of a divorce. You know what I'm saying? Getting out of a relationship that I've been married in for like 5-6 years. And like, she's showing that she cares for me. Of course I'm going to be there for you. If you show me you care for me, I'm going to show you I care for you. So yeah, I let her stay at my spot. I let her stay in the living room. You know what I mean? We created boundaries even there. And some of those boundaries were crossed. And that led to us getting into arguments. That led into us getting into fights, saying things to each other that we didn't mean. One of the days, yes, I did tell her I would hit her out of anger. It was a moment of my weakness. I was weak in that moment, and I did respond like that. But I promise you, I never hit her. I would never put my hands on a woman. And I feel sick to my stomach, even thinking about the thoughts of that. I have repented. I have seeked God. The people that have shown me that they have genuine intentions, I have seeked them. I've seeked leaders. I've had leaders leave my life because of it. It's cool, right? But when I decided to end that relationship last year, I'm glad God did that, because I'm able to be at the feet of God, be at the feet of Christ, and learn about myself. And I'm still working on stuff. That's why I talk about it in my music. I'm vulnerable. I have nothing to hide from anybody at all. I wish her the best in what she's doing. I wish her the best in her career. I apologize once again to every woman of God. That's not how all men of God are. I didn't represent Christ right in that moment, in that time. I've been working on it. It's not how I move.
This is every married man's tale that had a side chick or has a side chick, that their marriage is going through a rough path, and this was the time that they chose to entertain other females. Nothing new under the sun. What I gathered here is that their relationship was obviously transactional. He got what he wanted, she got what she wanted, until she couldn't be able to extract what she wanted in the end. To be honest, the female is the one that took the biggest loss. Even though she believes that she's warning other females, she's trying to create some type of awareness, this whole entire video was to hurt that man, but she actually hurt herself at the end of it. That man still has a wife to go back home to. He's still married. We don't even know who she is, what she looks like, but we know who you are, what you look like, and that you're single back in the dating market, where your reputation as a woman is completely ruined and your value as a wife no longer exists. Females think creating videos like this is going to hurt him more than it hurts her, but in actuality, all you've done is made him seem more attractive to females like you and made him known to be available to females like herself. So in actuality, she's the one that's taking even more of a loss by making this video.